friends, MD Vegan here. Today with a nice recipe, a little bit more complex. It'll take 3, but the method is a little expanded. Show you. I need a bowl. Here's a bowl. Okay. Bowl forgot. Sorry for this delay. Yeah, but very easy. Pumpkin soup. Yeah, I have a nice Hokkaido pumpkin here, and I only need a little bit of pumpkin because I will use it raw. It shouldn't goes a long way. Let's say, put it this way. So you don't need a lot of pumpkin. I didn't peel it here. Yeah, and that's why also I need a lot of fiber here. You see, really starchy. A lot of fiber. That means could be a little bit gross. Cooking makes it soft, but this is not soft. It is crunchy. And with the peel together, I tried at first to use just plain nuts to make it a creamy texture with the soup, but it wasn't good enough. The nuts needed to be filtered into nut milk. And together with the nut milk here, I have some spices in there that is essential for this soup. And I have here, this is a pumpkin seed milk with chili pepper and raisins. This is a delicious pumpkin seed milk, and you can watch a video how I make it. You will find it online, no problem. My channel, MD Vegan on YouTube. And together with the pumpkin and a little bit of avocado, here a half of a small avocado. Don't use too much. It makes it very creamy and smoothie, especially the avocado. And but when you take too much, you need a lot of milk. It makes it a really huge amount of soup. So only a small half avocado, and first in the blender, then the pumpkin on top, and the milk. This is half a liter. I mean, I won't take everything. I just take, let's say, maybe 1 cup, a little bit less, doesn't really matter. And that's all I need for the soup, that's all I need. That's the 3 ingredients, remember. This nice creamy texture. It's a little bit too thick. I will have another little bit of milk into it. Yeah, a little bit of milk. The flavor is amazing. Wow. I take all of the milk. Yeah. So half a liter. Should be good. Yeah, this is a wonderful texture now. Again, the flavor. Nice. I use a lot of raisin and then a whole chili pepper in a liter of milk. So in a half liter, half a chili pepper with the seeds, everything. So I make the milk in order to use it in another recipe like this. And the pumpkin needs a lot of spice. You can do with that. It's also an advantage from the pumpkin. So here you see the pumpkin soup here. See, it's a nice and creamy soup. It's super healthy. It's so delicious. And I have here now the soup as 1 ingredient. I will add 2 other ingredients to make it really rich and give it another flavor. You could eat this soup, enjoy it just as is without any salt. But if you put the salt into it, you will find it makes a total difference. I wouldn't say it's better. Some will find it better, definitely. But I know there's a very big difference between the salt flavor world and the world without flavor, without the salt flavor. It's all different, really. I can tell you a story with that about the salt, which made that pretty obvious to me. Here is my soup, and I put that in. See? Just a little bit to make it nicer. And here's my salt. I have Himalayan salt here. Just a little bit, half a teaspoon, not more. Just a little bit. Nice topping with avocados. Now I taste it again. Here we go. You have to try this. It's really amazing. And the salt story is, there was once the French people, they wanted to explore the African continent in the times of the colonization of the Western world, colonized all the rest of the world. They tried, the French were in it. And they went to Morocco and defeated them. And the Moroccans, they backed them back. And then the French reappeared, the whole armada, the whole fleet. And they stood in the front of the haven and asked only one question, and the fleet was really huge. They had no chance, the Moroccans. And they asked only one question. They said, "Do you want our salt?" And the Moroccans, they had to say yes. If the Moroccans would have denied or rejected the salt, the graceful offer, that would have meant war. And I heard this story and I thought, how can salt be that important? And it's a basic question of that in life. Why? And then I understood later that the Moroccan kitchen and the African kitchen at all, they have a special kind of using spices without salt. Instead, they use a pepper kind, a pepper that is used instead of salt. And there are many dishes in the Greek kitchen and in the American kitchen without salt, but with this kind of pepper. It's a whole different flavor world. And salt is very important for our Western culture. So, but if you try to find an alternative, like for example without salt like this soup, you will try and feel the difference. It's very nice, interesting. Okay, that was enough of a talk now. Subscribe to MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. You also find me on Facebook now. We're under MD Vegan every day.